would have to say don't touch it because most of the stuff that usually goes to number 2 usually ends up failing.
Well,
I'll put Dark
they're
Souls
not.
to be. I'll put it this way: Dark Souls is a good representation of their second game failed, and then
Yeah.
their third game flew.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. Their second was a flop, but oh, it's a trapper, by the way. I got a trap next to me. But their third game was god tier. I'm still not sure which one I prefer more, Dark Souls 3 or Elden Ring. Not gonna lie, and you all know how much I love Elden Ring. Lies, you take that back. No, the second. There's a trend that runs in like both video games and TVs and not TV shows, movies and shit. Whereas like the second one isn't as good as the first one.
But then they take the failures of the second one and then they make the third one way better.
I got a trappy. Oh, a trappy boy was on my ass. Still chasing. Sorry about this. I had no intention of taking him there, but I did. But I thought he gave up the chase. Sorry, my fellow Nia. Is that a Nia or a Fung? That's a Fung. Never mind. I think it's a trap and a Legion. Hello, bot. Yeah, it's a trap and a Legion.
Hell yeah.
Dark Souls 2 sold over 11 million copies, so I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, but it's regarded not as good as the first or the third. Hey, Frost.
Hey, I don't recommend running that way.
Believe me, I found out. Like, if you have you played any of the Dark Souls games? I don't think you have.
There's a trap here.
Oh, hello there. I didn't even fucking see you. Must have a stealth build. But if you played the Dark Souls trilogy, you would definitely agree with us saying that the second one is far worse than the first and the third. I'll agree with the subjective thing, but I think you would share our perspective on it. So I honestly believe that. And it's not just me and Frost that says it. A lot of Souls players say it too.
Like, you can sell a lot of games, that doesn't mean the core mechanics blow. Like, for me, I bought it because I wanted to complete the whole entire trilogy of Dark Souls.
I did the same too. I wanted to play the entire trilogy of Dark Souls 2. So I played 2 and yeah. Like, I won't say it's a horrible game, but it is a disappointing one.
I'll say this, I did like the concept on how you got to the bosses.
No, that wasn't the biggest problem for me. I hated how the enemies were so much stronger than the bosses.
No. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about the enemies on the plains. I'm talking about how you had to do certain like ways to get into the boss areas.
Yeah, okay, I'll admit.
Like for that one boss where you had to jump down this hole that you think you would die, but you end up in the spirit realm to go hunt down this one.
Yeah, that duo giant fight or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
Then there's the one for that spirit one that's literally the undead. That looks undead.
Like even the final boss in that game was more disappointing than the fucking final boss in Dark Souls 1. she was somehow easier than fucking what was his name? The Lord of the Sun. Gwyn or something. I can't fucking remember. Oh, we do have 2 bots. Okay. Should a business make decisions based on sales, not feelings? I agree, but the reason why I think Dark Souls 2 did successfully is because of the success of Dark Souls 1. Because if you look at the differences between Dark Souls 2 and 3, you would see they changed the formula back to Dark Souls 1.
Besides adding a magic bar instead of making your magic rely on your stam. That was torturous.
There are some things that I liked in Dark Souls 2 more than I liked in the other Dark Souls games. The main one is the healing gems. I liked those a lot. Something that I was on the fence with was the fact that enemies despawn, like they're permanently dead after you kill them like 3 or 4 times. So you can go into a boss area, and if it's like difficult, you can just kill one enemy at a time a couple times and just right there, and just respawn. Just respawn them and just like, you know, that's it. And then after a few times you would just kill them again, and then they were just gone forever. I was on the fence with that one. Hello. Oh, the bot's healing me again.
Oh fuck.
Oh, that's rough, brother. From all the years, in and around the industry, let me share some insight. Business people are not necessarily gamers, and gamers are not business people. I was around in the 90s. Hold that thought. Let me just start this gate. I was around in the 90s when all the studios went tits up because they were run by game. Here's what I'll have to agree with you there, Mimitrix, because here's the thing. Because you can see what they went for. Like, so let's say like this, Dark Souls 1, awesome, right? You traverse through a difficult area, then you fight a difficult boss, and then you repeat to the next area, right? That's the base of the game. They took Dark Souls 2 to a different way. Like you can sort of see where they went. They were like, all right, what if we flipped it? What if we made the areas more harder than the bosses? And the bosses were just easy dog walks for every single one of them. And that's kind of what they did. It's like, okay, Dark Souls 1 was a big success, let's change the formula. And then it flopped. Well, it didn't necessarily flop, but it was regarded the worst. And then they went back to the Dark Souls 1 formula for Dark Souls 3. Well, the asses didn't get a single kill.